Hi friends, thank you for watching. Welcome to my channel. You are watching At Home with Bernice. And if you would like to learn how to make these delicious enchiladas mineras, go ahead and stick around and watch the video. And for the chicken, I'm using skinless thighs, but it's your choice what type of chicken you would like to use. I wash my hands. I'm just going to go ahead and use clean hands with this. A lot of people don't like to touch chicken, but you know, rather than contaminate everything, I'm just going to use my hands. And I'm going to add a little bit of mustard, and what this does, it just gives it a little bit of flavor. I'm going to fry this chicken and I'll serve it alongside the enchiladas, but you guys will get a chance to see how that looks. And it's not a lot of mustard, just a little bit, and it's just your classic mustard, whatever you have on hand. And if you don't have this is optional. Okay, and then for the chicken, I'm just gonna go ahead and use a big pan. Going to put a little bit of oil. Nice and hot, you just want to add your chicken. And I'm going to cover it until it's ready to be turned. You want a nice golden brown color. Okay, for the sauce, I'm going to be using about 10 chile guajillos. I'm using 10 because some of them are pretty small, so they're not all gonna be large. And then I'm going to boil this with 1 clove of garlic. And I've cleaned out the chilies. I've removed most of the seeds. So you want to just boil this. I do have a pot here, and I'm going to be adding the chilies just directly to the pot. And you want to boil these just for a few minutes, probably about 15 minutes or so. You'll pretty much smell the smell of the chilies once they're done. Okay, and it's been about 10 minutes or so, so I'm just gonna turn off my guajillo chilies. I'm gonna keep them covered just for a few more minutes, just so they can kind of finish softening up. Once your chilies are cooked, you just want to add them to the blender. Want to add about a cup of the water that the chilies boiled in to be able to blend your chilies in the blender. And let's not forget the garlic. To this mixture, I'm going to add just a pinch of oregano. Maybe a couple of pinches or so. And some salt. And I'm going to blend. And then I'm going to strain my mixture. and you don't want that in your sauce. For the potatoes and carrots, I'm just going to be using 4 medium-sized potatoes, and I like to use the rose white potatoes. These are golden potatoes. I like to use either one of these, but they're your preference of what type of potatoes you want to use. And then carrots, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to peel the potatoes and the carrots and dice them. Okay, once you have your carrots and potatoes all diced up, what you want to do is you just want to add a little bit of oil to a pan, and then we're going to go ahead and fry them here. Okay, we're just going to put them in our oil. I'm going to add a little bit of salt. And some pepper. And I'm also going to add just a spoonful of the sauce, the enchilada sauce, just to give it a little bit of color and some flavor. And you just want to mix it a little bit, and then I'm going to cover it up. And I don't have a lid for this pan, so I'm just going to use this one. And for the potatoes and carrots, you just want to move them around as well. You want that nice and fried. You don't want to move them too much. You don't want to make it all mushy. We're going to continue to let those fry up a little more. And for the chicken, you just want to get this nice golden brown color on it. And you want to just brown on the other side and cover it up as well. What a beautiful color. And I'm just going to cover it up. And for the inside of my enchiladas, I'm going to be using queso fresco. And then I'm going to finely mince some onion. This is what my family used to use. If you don't like queso fresco and you like more of a melting cheese, you're welcome to do that. This is more of a crumbly cheese. So you just crumble it up. And since not everybody in my family likes onion, I've just finely chopped it up and separated it in a different bowl just so that I'm able to add onion to whoever wants them, and then the queso fresco just crumbled. Okay, and then for my enchiladas, this is the way I make mine. I'm going to be using corn tortillas for mine. I think everyone uses corn tortillas. I probably wouldn't recommend flour tortillas for enchiladas, so make sure you have corn tortillas. And I'm going to add some oil, but not a lot. I want to keep adding a little at a time of the oil just to make sure they don't come out super greasy. And I'm just going to wait until it warms up. In the meantime, I'm gonna keep moving my carrots and potatoes. And the way I like to make mine is I like to dip my tortillas in the sauce. And then I add them to the pan. And when I have them in the pan, I'll add the cheese in there. And if you're gonna do the onion, then you would add it at this time also. And then you just wanna fold. And you kind of just let them hang out there for a little bit. Add a little bit more oil. Remember, I like to add a little at a time. And same thing, you just want to add your sauce first. Gonna add my cheese. And I'm going to fold. And then I'm going to take these out and I'm going to continue the process until I get all the servings that I want. And here are my enchiladas, and what I've done is I've added the carrots and potatoes and then the chicken on the side here. And some of the things that I use to garnish my enchiladas with is going to be some shredded lettuce, some cheese, and a dollop of crema. Okay, and there you have it. Enchiladas mineras. My style, of course. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys will make these enchiladas for your family, and I hope they will enjoy them just as much as my family does. Thank you so much, and I'll see you again in the next video.